Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery from New Orleans. We're at the Media Hotel, the Sheraton, right here on Canal Street, where all the press conferences are taking place. This is, of course, where the player breakouts take place. We just had the Kansas State offensive players in here, Colin Klein this morning. We'll get the defensive side of Alabama later this afternoon as I tape this daily delivery for the next day. But I'm just really struck by the unity of this team. And I asked a couple players today about what this game, measuring themselves personally against Alabama, could do for their NFL draft stock. And that is a topic that they probably think about personally, but they steer out of publicly. And they always end up talking about the team and how important it is for the program and for their brothers in the locker room. And this is a well-bonded team. It's something we have chronicled throughout the year at GoPowercat, and I also wrote about for GoPowercat for a column that is up on the site. This team is uniquely bonded, and there doesn't seem to be any self involved in any of this. And that's not just about the season, it's about the entire structure of the program. If you ask me today how many players will come back that could depart, whether they're graduating with a COVID bonus year or they're NFL guys that might leave early, I'm going to say a vast majority, if not almost all of them. Of course, the one I think probably will go with Felix will be Felix Anudike-Uzomah, but again, maybe he sticks around because his stock isn't quite as high as it was earlier in the year because the stats don't reflect how dominant he can be. And that's really a key for me in this game is how does Alabama handle Felix? Do they single block him or they double block him with two linemen like most of the Big 12 has? That's going to kind of reflect what they think of Kansas State if they think we don't have to do anything special for their best defensive player. And, you know, a guy like Felix, if he has a big game against Alabama, measured literally against the best pass rusher in college football in Will Anderson, a guy that, again, to put this in context, is second all-time in Alabama history with sacks behind Derek Thomas. So that kind of puts it all in context. But for a guy like Felix, a big game here in the Sugar Bowl could really elevate him back to where he probably belongs in the top two rounds, if not the first round of the draft. But none of them want to talk about that. All of them want to talk about winning, beating Alabama, lifting the program up to a new height since they've been in Manhattan, and back to where Bill Snyder had it, on the cusp of the national title in the future, on the cusp of every conversation about the great programs that season in college football. K-State, Alabama, the greatest measuring stick in K-State football history awaits on Saturday.